Hi, this is Joaquin Ace, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at the website Pro Audio Ears from the people in charge of Altar Studios as well as dancemusicproduction.com. Well, let me first start with a disclaimer. I was a beta tester for the site, but just like all my other videos that I'll make on my YouTube channel, I am not getting paid to say any of the things I say and think. So this is all my own opinion. So most of us are bombarded with plugins and companies not only competing for our attention, like I'm doing now for yours, but telling us if we buy this or that product that it's gonna improve our life. It's the best thing since MIDI notes and VST plugins, and we need it if we want to be successful or have any chance of making something that sounds like music. Well, in 99% of the cases, that's of course not true. They're just trying to sell us something new, and we have all fallen into that trap. Now, this site is actually going to do something that is going to benefit you. And it's one of the most important things that we need in our music production, and that's our ears. And we need to hear what we are doing. But how many of us actually make sure our ears are functioning optimally, or actually training our ears? And I'm not talking about going for your yearly checkup to make sure that you pass a listening test or a hearing test. I'm talking about working on your hearing and listening for actual music production. So what this site does is you actually train your ears through playing games. But just like anything, you have to actually do or play the games, which will then improve your hearing. Now, what's really interesting about this site is that it doesn't just train your ears, for example, to listen to EQ, but it trains your ears for delay, for reverb, for distortion. And I will go through and show you what you actually do. So I hope I don't make a fool of myself and actually fail at all the games. But let's take a look, and I will include this website address down below so you have access to this. So first of all, at the top you have your training gyms and all the normal stuff like my account, but this is where it's happening, the training gyms. So you have the mini gym. Let's look at the mini gym. And here you have different games that you play, but at the same time it actually trains your hearing. You have reverb games, you have EQ games, and delay games. So what actually do you do in these games? Well, let's go to the reverb games. So, and I hope you can hear this. You have, for example, here you have 4 audio clips you have to listen to, and then this is what you need to do. For example, here we need to select the reverb that sounds like a plate. So let's hope I get this all right. So I'm going to start the game. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Third one. Fourth one. So could you pick out which one was the plate reverb? Oh, let's try again. Let's listen to them. See? So it was this one. So that's what happens when you get it wrong. Let's go to the next one. Room reverb. I'm going to go through all 4, and then we'll see if we can get this one right. Well, so do you know which one is that? I'm going to bet you it's this one. Let's go listen again. So I think it's this one. Now let's see. There we go. Got it. Springer reverb. Now Springer reverb, those are those funky ones. I think it's this one. Let's listen to it again. You can actually hear the springy. So there. So this is just the reverb. But that's not all that we have. Let's go to the delay. So the delay games, and these games get harder. So this is the easiest one of the delay games. And it gets harder because in this one we just have to listen to the time. So let's listen to it, and then we'll see if we can get the time close to it. And then I'll show you one of the harder delay games. So you adjust it while you're listening to get it close to the clip you listen to first. But see, we can't go back here. So you better listen well here. See? Okay, so we got that one. Now, let's look at the EQ game. So you can see you have to learn to listen. So here it says, the middle is the bypassed effect audio. And then we have to pick either this one, channel 1, or channel 2, which one is the audio of what you see in the picture. So let's first listen to the bypassed one. Okay, so we need something that's boosted around 7.5. Let's see if it's this one. Oh, that's not. It's this one. Let's try again. See? So this one is boosted around 8. And this one? So that was the one boosted there. So these are the easiest games. So what I want to show you is let's go back to the training gym. So that was the mini gym. So that's where you can start it. And now if you go to the structured gym, you can see you have all these levels. This is just beginner level 1. Then you have beginner level 2, intermediate to advanced, and then there's also expert. So while you perform these tasks, if you do, for example, the structured gym here, when you complete it, you get these points, SPL points, and they get added here. So you can see that as you accumulate these points, you are compared against other people who are playing this. So you can see here, here's the leaderboard. So you can see here, here's all the people, and you get a ranking. So here we can see SPL points, and of course the big kahuna who's in charge, Rick Snowman, he has 2070. Well, you can see he is way. He's the one who designed the games. So let's go to the maintenance gym. So that's the next one. This is where you can practice. You can practice different levels. So I'm going to show you, I'm not going to do this one, I'm going to show you the delay. We just did the delay, but now look at these levels. Let's look at level, I'm going to show you something really crazy. Look at level 6. So not only do you have to match the time, which we did in the first game, here you have to match the volume, the feedback, and the mix. So you better listen well. Let's look at, for example, here's the saturation game. So here you have to match the saturation in this one. You have to, so this game, what you do here is you have to tell which one is distorted or saturated the most. Let's see if we can play here. So were you able to hear which one it is, which is the most distorted? This one. It's this one. So, oh, here goes the next one. Okay, so that is merely, let's go back and see what other ones we have at the maintenance gym. Oh, see, match the pads, saturation, pad pitch, match the LFO. Yes, there's different, is even one where you have to say which sample has autotune. And there's Transient Detective, which is a game where you have to say which sample has the highest transient. So you can see it's all very well done, the graphics, and it makes it really fun to learn while you're playing these games. Now, beyond this, there's also the Grammy Awards gym, which is, you can only get in this once you've earned 500 platinum records. So to give you an idea, if you complete all the beginner level ones, all of those tasks, I'll go show you. If you complete all of these, this one, all these beginner, till here, you get 1 platinum record. Now that might seem like, whoa, I need 500, but you have also the weekly challenge. The weekly challenge is it differs. You don't know what it is because you have to give up some of your SPL points to get it to play the game. But if you complete the game, you get 200 SPL points. So there's even something here for your gamblers, and it differs every week. Every week there's another weekly challenge, and some have platinum records which you can win in completing the task. So it's not impossible. So there is a lot. There's a lot here what you can do. Structured, let's see. So you can just go here and play some of the games without having to add, or you can go to the mini gym for free. You don't have to pay anything. But then once you get into and you think, wow, I really value my ears, and it really does work. I mean, I've been doing these games and I could see a difference. In the beginning, I was horrible at that reverb. I had no idea my reverb judging skills were that bad. But then after I played it a few times, suddenly I could pick up the reverb no problem. And that translated into just me listening to my mixes in a whole different way. Also, when I listen to other mixes, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a plate reverb. Here they use this. So anyway, so here you can, for free, you can test your ears in the mini gym for 6 months. $60. So $10 a month to train your ears, and then you get into all of these. Did I cover the? Oh, and this, and then. So you can hear there's also all these listening videos to tell you what to listen for. I mean, it's insane. Let's go back. And then I should have switched on. My apologies. And then for 12 months, it's $90. So it's one of those things that, you're not getting a new piece of hardware, but this is giving you something much more important. It's giving you skills that would maybe take you years to develop. By playing these games and doing these tasks, you develop these skills in no time. I have seen, the only other thing that comes somewhat similar is a game where it has to do with listening for the EQ. But I have not seen any other product on there that does this for you with regards to ear training and so many different types of skills, whether it's delay, distortion, saturation, reverb, auto-tune effect, all of those. I have not seen compression. I mean, this one is you have to match the chords. This one is actually learn to listen for drums. LFOs, pad pitch, MP3s, tempo, compression, EQs. So, just look at this. So, yeah. This is definitely the reason why I put this on my YouTube channel is I want to put things on here which the mainstream would not really notice, but something that would really benefit you, well and truly benefit you, and not just put something on there that, everybody, here's a tutorial on Serum. I'm not saying that's not a good thing, but there are thousands out there. It's nothing new. So this is something which would really benefit you, and go give it try it out. It doesn't cost you anything to try out, and this is it's worthwhile to look into this. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next week for my next YouTube session.